Intro goes here. Hey guys, it's Mythical Mario's here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another ranking video. It's been a while since I've done that. I've been wanting to get to this sooner, but with everything that's currently going on getting in the way of this, I couldn't get to it. But now that there are no distractions right now, I can finally start working on the video. So the game I'm going to be ranking is Mario Kart World, the new one, the one that won the Game Award for Best Racing Game. In preparing for this video, I had to go into the game and separate the new tracks from the returning tracks since Nintendo doesn't know how to add tags to those tracks. I don't know why they stopped doing that. So, without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. Starting the list off, in 10th place, we have Sky High Sundae. Now, I know this track originally came out in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's DLC first, but, according to an article I read, Nintendo kinda maybe not said this track was originally planned for this game. So they made a model of this track for Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart Tour, kinda to give people a sneak peek, sort of what they were going to be expecting since, as most of you know, this game was delayed. And fun fact about those models of the track were not good at all. But this one is actually better than it was in Mario Kart 8, and I actually kind of enjoy this version. Definitely something about the fact that you now ride the walls and rails in this game that makes this track so much more fun than it originally was. But then, after playing it, I still remember that it's just a boring oval-shaped track. But it's a fun boring oval. So, yay? Aside from all that, I still think this track was saved in this game than it was in 8 and Tour. And you know what? Just say what you want. I am standing by my opinion that this track was meant for this game. In 9th place, we have Mario Bros. Circuit. I guess I don't know what else to put here. I had trouble figuring out what to put in this spot while writing the script. Like, in terms of being a starting track for the game, it's fine. I mean, it's a great introduction to get players introduced to what the new mechanics have to offer, like riding on the walls and rails, except there's more rail riding than wall riding in this track, specifically. But after a while, it also feels kind of boring racing on the same shaped track, like, repeatedly, like, over and over again. That's very easy. It's like it's easier than the Cleveland Browns schedule. Overall, this makes sense why they made this track the opening, because, you know, simple, which is what an opening track should be. But also, yeah, I don't have an also. This track's good, and it's a good introduction to how good the rest of the game is going to be. And we're going to see that in the rest of the tracks coming up later. In 8th place, we have Acorn Heights. Please ignore me burning out at the start right there. I just don't know how to drive it when filming. The concept of driving on and through a tree in a Mario Kart game just never gets old. But I will stand by my opinion that Maple Treeway from Mario Kart Wii did this theme better. And the only difference between the two tracks is that this track has split paths, which adds to how fun the track is to play on. And while Maple Treeway had some sort of substance of challenge to it, this just doesn't have as much challenge as I thought it would. I mean, there's still enough challenges to be found here, but still, it feels kind of too easy. And for being in the Special Cup, this is just, what? Normally, Special Cup tracks are supposed to be challenging, since it's the final cup of the game, but there's a fun level to the challenge, if that makes sense. Other than that, I think this track is very good with all the split paths, track design, and overall just how fun it is. In 7th place, we have DK Spaceport. I feel like not many people who play this game know that the entire main part of the track, like that huge part, is a reference to the original Donkey Kong game. Did anybody else notice that? Aside from the cool game reference, this track is also really fun in terms of every section of this track being challenging, without it getting boring. That is pretty cool. I did not think that the Mushroom Cup, of all cups, would have the best tracks in this game. But Nintendo really outdid themselves with this track, and it looks really good. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add on to here, so let's move on to the next track. But before we do these next couple tracks, I think this might be the first time we've had a 7-way tie on this ranking list, because this, along with 6 other tracks, were so good I couldn't put them in an exact order. In 6th place, we have Peach Stadium, more specifically the Special Cup version. The Shell Cup version was disappointing. Like, seriously, what can I say about the Shell Cup version? It's literally boring with nothing going on for it except cars, I guess. This version of the track is way better than the first version, by, like, a lot. Some of the shortcuts in this track are very easy to pull off once you know how to do them and know where they are. And if you can do them consistently. Wait, that wasn't supposed to be in here. Can we cut that out? Overall, I'm just glad we got another Peach track that is from the source material and actually good after very long. And with this out of the way, it's time to enter the top 5. So let's see what made it. Entering the top 5, we have Great Question Block Ruins. This track is really unique in terms of theming, and making a track themed around the most popular item from the Mario games, and turning it into a whole track around it is something that I don't think they do a lot of. Well, yeah, the track layout is all over the place, but at some points of the track, it is a lot of fun to play on. Overall, I don't think people appreciate how good this track is and need to have some more attention to it. Like, it is very good. So that's probably one part of the main reason I included it on this list, because I wanted people to know that, hey, this track exists. So basically that's it. Let's go to the next track. In 4th place, we have Boo Cinema. It might be the only track in Mario Kart history to do the movie theater theme and a spooky ghost track in the same course, and it does it well. Now, this track might be a part of the reason that I remember the Leaf Cup exists in this game. Now, yeah, I know that sounds a little bit too harsh, but every time I do a casual gameplay of Mario Kart World, and every time I see the Leaf Cup, I'm like, wait, this exists? Every single time. Also, the entire section of driving through the movie screen and out of it is a genius idea. Good track design on Nintendo's end. Overall, I think this track is very unique in theming and track design, even with it being in one of the most forgettable cups of the game. I am not sorry for that last part. In 3rd place, we have Starview Peak. Apparently, this track was supposed to be in Mario Kart 8 DLC instead of Rosalina's Ice World, but I don't see this track being in that game, at all. But I mean, it would make sense for it to be in that game to, add some new tracks to the mix. The theming of this track is very good, and the music's very calm, which does match the track's feel to it. However, the only downside I have about this track is the low amount of split pads there are. I would have liked to see more of these, making it really fun to play with more driving options. Not that I'm saying this track's not fun, just I want more track options to make it stand out. Overall, I think this is really good on what it does with the theme. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Let's move on to the next track. But before we move on to the next track, here's a clip of me falling off the track again because I can't drive. In 2nd place, we have Rainbow Road. I know I keep saying I would avoid putting Rainbow Road in these lists, but these Rainbow Road tracks are just so good. It's not my fault that Nintendo keeps making them this good. In fact, this one might be my new favorite Rainbow Road out of the other ones that I put on my previous lists. In fact, I might even like this one more than the 3DS version. That's how good this is. Also, this track is so long that when you're just doing a casual gameplay of it, it takes almost 5 or 6 minutes to complete. Or maybe 4.5, I don't know, I can't time things. Also, how did I fall down the tiniest gap right there? What the heck? Seriously. Anyway, each section of this track is very good, and it actually brings some sort of fun element to the track, just so you don't get bored of playing on the same thing repeatedly. It's really fun every single time you play it. And I'm pretty sure that this track alone might have been the reason that the physical version of the track cost $80. Maybe. That's just my assumption. I don't know. Overall, with the amount of sections and also to mention there are split paths like a lot. Like, yeah, this track is good, but if this isn't the best track, there's still one more track that is the best. So let's see what that is. In first place, we have Whistle Stop Summit, which is the best track in this game. Now, I might be biased towards the theme of this track, but I love trains. Any track that's themed around trains is automatically good. Except for Calamari Desert. That one had a boring layout. But this one doesn't have a boring layout, which makes it fun, which is what a good track should have. And also, they use the split paths like really well in this. Like, there's always an option of where to go for this track. Like, you can either ride on the actual part of the track, or you can just be fun and go on the train tracks, which is what I like doing every single time I play this game. Play this track specifically. Overall, even if this isn't the track most people would pick as their first place track, I'm picking it for my first place. And if you don't like it, just tell me in the comments what you think the best track is. So that's the video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment what your favorite Mario Kart World tracks are down in the comments below. I wanted to get to this video earlier, but I've been holding this off for a long time. Yet procrastination really hits differently. And also, not to mention, while I was writing parts of the script, I basically wanted to do like something else that was like, you know what, maybe I should just stop working on this for a bit and do something else. And that was probably part of the reason why I've been holding this off for far too long, so that is entirely my bad. I am sorry about that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!